I'm really making this video for myself because I procrastinate all the time. I used to be way worse, still do it. I put shit off for a living. But I started reading this book called The 12-Week Year. And literally just read chapter 1 and the introduction. But it talks about how people set annual goals, yearly goals, and they sometimes they hit them, sometimes they don't. But what this guy's realized from working with a bunch of companies and clients is people get the most shit done at the end of the year, November, December. And he's like, oh, why is that? Well, it's because all of a sudden you have a deadline, right? In January, when you set a yearly goal or you set a goal, it's easy to, feel like you have time. Yeah, well, I set this goal, today, tomorrow, the next day. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to do everything I have to do because I can hit this goal in that long. I have a long time. But time fucking flies. Time absolutely flies. And then all of a sudden it's November and you're like, oh shit, like I set all these goals, I didn't do it. And that's when you really kick yourself into overdrive and you start really being productive and getting the shit done because you have urgency, because there's a deadline, you feel the pressure of the deadline all of a sudden, so you take action. And that's why I wanted to make this video, is because goals are great. Goals, you need a North Star, you need a direction you're going. But goals don't mean shit unless you take action. Taking action is the only important thing you could possibly do. Planning's great, preparing's great, learning's great, setting goals is great, doing all that shit is great. But if you're not fucking applying it to your life, taking action, failing first, learning if it's actually gonna work or not, nothing's gonna happen. And it's really easy, as a fellow procrastinator, it's really easy to live in the world of watching YouTube videos, learning, scrolling when you feel like you're being productive. Really, it's an excuse to scroll. And you're writing stuff out, you're writing plans, you're setting goals, you're feeling good in the moment. It feels good because you feel like you're doing something. But you're not. You're not taking action. You can have the best plan in the world. I always tell people I talk to, you can have the best fitness program in the world. You can have the greatest meal plan and workout program, perfect split, everything. But if you don't do it, if you don't take action, and not just take action, but consistently take action on a daily basis and do it how it's meant to be done, nothing's going to happen. And there's a lot of people that plan, they learn, they dive headfirst into something. And you have to learn, you have to plan, you have to prep. But at some point, it becomes procrastination, disguised as learning. Oh, I'm not ready yet because I have to do this, I have to do that. And it's just because action is the hardest thing. It's the scariest thing. It's the thing that all of a sudden, you're vulnerable. You're vulnerable to failure. Because when you take action, you planning and prepping, you can't fail in that. You're planning, you're writing shit out. There's no failing involved in that. But once you start taking action and you get real world feedback, that shit hurts sometimes. That shit stinks. So, goals are great, but I guarantee the guy with no goals, the guy who doesn't set one goal or doesn't plan, doesn't prep, but all he does is take action. He thinks about something that he wants to do and he takes action on what he thinks will get him there. That guy, I will put all my money, everything I own on that guy being successful before the guy who takes his time, plans it out, prepares everything. Because one guy is doing the hardest thing first. One guy's just getting that out of the way, getting real world feedback, seeing what works, what doesn't work. And the other guy is planning, learning, preparing from other people. It doesn't have real world feedback. And he's not taking action, which is the hardest part. And at the end of the day, a lot of people are afraid. But if you really think about it, The only reason why you wouldn't be living the life you want to live is because you don't take action. You don't take action. Simple as that. You don't take action on the things that you want to do, that you want to pursue. And you're not supposed to know what you want to do in life. Like, you're not supposed to know. And that's the biggest thing that holds a lot of people back too, is like, oh, well, I want to do this. I want to do that. I think I want to do, you have a bunch of things in your mind that you think you want to do, but you're not certain that's the thing you want to do. So you don't take action on it. You don't pull the trigger, right? But that's the whole point. You're not supposed to know until you try. The path illuminates as you walk it. Until you take that first step, you really don't know what you're going to do. I could want to be a famous chess player and a professional chess player, but then I start playing chess. And I'm like, this shit sucks. I hate chess. Obviously, that's not gonna be my future. But the thing is, now I know what I don't want to do. So now I try something else. Now I want to be a sculptor. And I start sculpting. I'm like, this shit's ass too. Okay. Don't like that. Don't like sculpting. Don't like chess. Okay, let's try bodybuilding. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm kind of liking this, but not really. Okay, don't stop there. Keep going. Powerlifting. Whoa. I love powerlifting. I don't have to fucking look. I can look like shit and compete and like feel good. And all of a sudden you found what you want to do. You pursue, you keep taking action on it until eventually, you either do that right off into the sunset, or you just keep taking action. You find another passion. You find another route. But you would have never found out that you want to powerlift if you never bodybuilded, if you never tried to sculpt, if you never tried to play chess. Right? It seems like it doesn't make sense in the beginning, but until you know what you don't want to do, you really don't know what you want to do. And to find out what you don't want to do, you have to take action, blind action on something you think you want to do. And be willing to fail, be willing to be uncomfortable, go through that to figure it out. And a lot of people, myself included, I've gotten to situations in my life where I felt like I was lost, didn't have a direction, didn't have a purpose, because I stopped taking action. I had a bunch of thoughts, ideas of what I wanted to do, but I was too afraid to just pursue them and fail and be uncomfortable and start something new. Action is the only thing that matters. Action is the only thing that matters. If you're not taking consistent action in your life on things you want to do, think you want to do, don't want to do, you'll never live the life you want to live. Simple as that. You have to take action. You have to do the hardest part, which is actually apply information, knowledge, learning to the real world. So if you're watching this and you're not living the life you want to live, you don't feel like you have a purpose, you don't feel driven, you don't feel like you have a mission, motivation, dude, the only thing you have to do is start taking action. And it doesn't matter what it is. Build momentum in your life on the things you think you want to do. Just start taking action. Start doing shit. Okay, don't want to do that, don't want to do that, don't want to do that. Oh, I like this, I like this, I like this. Boom. Your life can change in a fucking month. If you just start taking action. Post videos. Do shit. Take action. Don't set goals. You set goals. But if you don't know what you want to do in life, it's really hard to set a goal. Set a goal of figuring out what you want to do in life. And then just start taking action on shit that you think you want to do until you get there. Goals are bullshit, to be honest. It's a good direction, but goals can change. You set a yearly goal, but then all of a sudden in March, you find out you completely want to do something else. Switch the goal. Always have a goal as like a North Star, but don't live by it. Don't use it as an excuse to slack off today because you don't have to hit your goal until December 31st. Do it now. Take action. Figure it out. This video started more as like procrastination, but it all goes together because the longer you don't take action, the longer you don't know what you want to do in life, the longer you feel like you're not driven, you have no direction, and you feel like you're just lost wandering. But the sooner you take action, and it happens a lot sooner than you think, you build momentum in your life, you start feeling good, you're actually doing shit, you're putting yourself out there, you're failing, you're having new experiences, you're meeting new people, your life can change so fast. So if you get anything from this video, take action today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't watch this video and be like, wow, that was a great video. I'm going to take action tomorrow, because you're just putting it off. Procrastination is a habit. Break the habit right now. Take action on whatever you think you want to do. And if it doesn't work out, check it off the list. All right, I don't want to do that. And then keep going until you find your purpose. Love you guys. Peace out.